I played Doom. Stop right there. Why does every Doom video have to start with an over-edited montage over at Doomsgate, or the only thing they fear is you? Let's do a more simple approach. So I got this game, Doom and Doom 2 on Steam, because I wanted to record some footage for my texture video. But this collection doesn't just feature Doom and Doom 2. No, it features a number of classic Doom campaigns, or WADs for short. At first I played Doom to get some footage, but I got sucked down the Doom rabbit hole real fast. And I tell you, it was dark down there sometimes, especially when I saw the master levels of Doom and TNT Evolution. It got so dark, in fact, I didn't even find the Plutonia experiment. Thankfully, the end of the hole was a bit brighter. Sigil and No Rest for Living shined bright, and especially Legacy of Rust. But let's actually talk about the different games, shall we? Doom was the first game released in the Doom series, obviously, and it was a pretty good game, especially if you take into account that it was the first one of its kind. Before that was just Wolfenstein. The levels were pretty cool, and Doom guy also moves pretty fast, you know? I just need games where I walk around at 50 miles per hour. Shooting the bad guys never got stale, and you could easily play one episode at a time, which provided a nice segmentation of all the levels. Also, every episode had its own finale in a kind of way. All in all, Doom was a very good first entry, and with the very easy to use mod tools, people could make their own Doom levels pretty easily. But before that, id Software released Doom 2 was more of the first game. 32 new levels, some new baddies to shoot, and the almighty super shotgun. The levels also got a lot bigger and a lot harder. Sadly, especially coming from Doom 1, some levels felt a bit samey, but nothing to worry about at the start. One new thing were the Earth levels, where it tried to create some real cities in the Doom engine, but I let you decide if they succeeded. Doom 2 was also a pretty fun game, but I still like Doom 1 a bit more because of its smaller levels and simpler nature. But the next release really mixed up my feelings. The master levels for Doom 2 are 21 maps created by different people, handpicked by id to make an expansion for Doom. But because the maps were all by different people, the maps really swayed in quality and fun. Some maps were pretty close to the original maps, but some were way too big, with 3 keys over the whole map. Also, 21 maps in a row without a real connection in between became stale pretty quick. Because of that, I had a pretty bad time with the master levels. I also started to play on the easiest difficulty just because I didn't want to die, so that I didn't have to play through a level again from the start. So I was a bit disappointed in this game. Sadly, the next in store was also not a very shining star. Man, TNT Evolution. 32 levels of varying quality. Some levels were okay, some were weird, and some were just downright unplayable. The levels are just way too big. In almost every level you have to find 3 keys, and they don't fit together at all. Those 32 levels were just a big mess, and I didn't have fun, especially about halfway in. At a certain point, you just want it to stop. The levels just got frustrating. The shooting got stale and boring, and I was always lost and I didn't knew where to go. I know this is kinda just a skill issue, but I just didn't have fun. And the most important part of video games is having fun, because all the goals you reach in video games are just some lines of code. some polygons with PNGs slapped on top of it. The score you chase is just one number which goes up, but if it comes hard in life, this number won't save you. It won't make you a better person. So let's go. If you don't have fun while playing a video game, you just miss the point. If you rage every night because your teammate missed a shot, why do you keep playing? Maybe take a break for a while. Go outside. It's not that deep. And because of that, I decided to stop playing seriously. I pulled up a walkthrough to finish the last 10 levels. And then I looked at what the next game had in store. The Plutonia Experiment is another campaign with 32 levels. And I just didn't have the motivation. I don't actually know if it is any good because I skipped it. So tell me if this was the right call given the circumstances. So let's get to the next game I actually played. No Rest for the Living is a very short Doom campaign, which is also way more modern. The levels got smaller again, but they were way more detailed. Also, the level design was pretty good. It was a harder campaign because of the sheer amount of enemies, but it was fun blasting through all of them. And that's the most important thing. The only critique point I have was that the map was pretty cluttered because of all the details. But because of the level design, you don't really need the map at all. Sigil starts in literal hell. Like, what is this start, man? Everything is red and bloody. Sigil and Sigil 2 are short 10 map campaigns with fun gameplay and good level design. They definitely throw some serious stuff at you. The thing which definitely stuck out were those eyes you have to shoot to open up some hidden passages. They were hidden pretty good sometimes. All in all, Sigil and Sigil 2 are short, fun and well-designed levels which you can finish in one sitting. The eyes were a bit weird and I also missed the double barrel shotgun, but it was a fun time. But nothing could have prepared me for the last game on the list. Legacy of Rust is a very new campaign released in 2024. With that, it's newer than even Doom Eternal, and it shows. There were some real neat graphical effects, the environments were stunning and there were a lot of new enemies and even 2 new weapons. Especially the environments stuck on to me because for the first time I actually felt like I was in a coherent place. I know, this is a dam, and this is a portal, and this is a train. Everything before that just felt like random corridors and structures with some caves and random hellish landscapes. Sure, maybe you notice that something is a tower and sometimes it's a mansion, but it never got too logical. But Legacy of Rust really creates some great levels with big and gorgeous environments which don't become stale and are even fun to play through even if a level takes 10 minutes to beat. It almost feels like a remake of Doom 2016 or something like that. But honestly, I can't really judge that because I haven't played Doom 2016 yet. It's sitting patiently in my Steam backlog. But yeah, Legacy of Rust is a very cool game with interesting new weapons, dangerous enemies and some great levels to explore. But what now? Now I'm out of the rabbit hole again. It was pretty dark at times, but I made it out. The original Doom games were pretty fun and it was particularly cool to end with Legacy of Rust. We will see if I ever touch the Plutonia Experiment, but what I will definitely play are the modern Doom games like 2016 and Eternal. They are sitting in my Steam library already, but I don't know about the Dark Ages because this game is still way too expensive. So I just wait until the next game releases, if it ever releases. But if you are still searching for a new fast-paced combat game to play, I can shamelessly recommend you the game Only Control on itch.io. It got less of that shooty action and more of the close combat stuff, but maybe you like it anyway. But now let's stop the ads and wish you a very nice day of the week. Bye bye!